Hey everybody, welcome to You Can Do Math. Today we are going to learn all about the central angles of a circle. All right guys, let's get started. All right guys, so we have 4 examples for today and we're going to simply focus on the central angle. I'd like you to take a look. Today for the first example, we're looking at the measurement of the angle YUZ. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to follow along and highlight, we'll actually pause this video to draw this out and then take a color like a crayon or something and then kind of mark it like I'm going to do. So you're going to start at U or start at Y, then go to U and then to Z. So that's the central angle that we're looking for right there. That's our whole goal for this problem. So we need to kind of take a step back and say, well, what do we have? Well, we know that the intercepted arc and the central angle here are congruent, so we can put 60 down for that central angle. We also know that we have a diameter, and diameters are really important to find because then you know that this arc right here is 180 degrees, which actually is extremely helpful in this problem because we want to find the central angle that's in blue. I'm just filling this arc out just because you guys know that's what I do. But that will be very helpful because therefore if we find what YZ is, that arc, that will also give us our central angle. So we're going to start off with 180 degrees. We can subtract out the 60 and subtract out the 45, and that will give us 75, which means the arc of YZ is 75, and so is that central angle right there. And so therefore our answer is 75 degrees. All right, cool. Let's take a look at example number 2. All right, so again, if you need to pause this video, definitely do it. Draw this out in your notes like you would in the classroom, right? All right, so now I'm going to highlight. I'm going to start at H. I'm going to highlight down to E. I'm going in this order, and then I'm going to highlight to J. Okay, so that's the angle that I am looking for. That's the central angle there. Now, if it's helpful to find the diameter, definitely do it. And in this case, it is, right? So here is the diameter that would help me. This angle, or this one, would be helpful here, this diameter. If your eyeballs see that, and then their vertical angles here, but I just had seen that one. The GJ for the diameter. Okay, so then I am going to connect it like that and say, well, that's 180 degrees. So 180, and I'm going to subtract out the 40 and subtract out the 70, which is going to leave me with a 70, right? So that means this right here is 70. And then it asks for the H to the E to the J, right? That's what we have here in the blue. So I need to add the 70 and the 70 together to give me my final answer of that angle of 140 degrees. Okay. The only thing, well, not the only, one of the things that I miss is that I can't do a temperature check. Like, where are you at? Do you have questions? Like, I can usually see it on your face or just take the temperature of the room, and I can't. So I just wanted to say that. Okay, that's it. All right. Example number 3. Please highlight what the angle that we're looking for. We're looking for the measure of the angle U to T to W. That's the angle that I am looking for. And so is the diameter going to be helpful? I'm not quite sure. But this is another reason why I always just kind of recommend filling out what you know, right? Because if this arc right here is 50, that means that this central angle is also going to be 50. And therefore, that's also useful information because this angle and this angle are vertical angles. So just try to always look for those vertical angles. And you know they're vertical angles because these two angles are formed by only two of, well, these two diameters, but two chords perfectly, only two, right? And so I'm going to put 50 right here, which I don't really need to do anything else because I have what I need. That angle is going to be the 50 plus the 64. That works. So my final answer is 114 degrees. Okay, you ready for the problem for you? Okay, here it is. Press pause. Try to do this problem on your own. I promise it's a whole lot easier if you draw it out instead of like trying to visualize it on the screen. If you just take just a couple minutes and draw this picture out on your notes and then just kind of draw all over it, it's great because it's like a little puzzle. Okay, I'm done talking now. Go ahead and press pause. Okay, welcome back. All right, so let's see. We want C to A to E. Okay, so I want this central angle right here. And it looks like, right, it looks like this diameter is going to help me. Right? Oh, I draw that kind of big. Okay. Which means I can take 180 and subtract out the 75 and subtract out the 62 to give me a remainder of 43, a remaining number of 43. So that means 43 goes here and 43 goes here, right? And so now I know that the intercepted arc is 62, so that means this central angle is 62. And now I just have to add those two together. 62 plus 43, that gives me 105 degrees, and that's the measure of angle CAE. All right, please email me if you have any questions. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I think that's it. Okay, I miss you guys. Bye.